Well, it's the job of a lifetime, not for a lifetime. That's what Mayor Rahm Emanuel said yesterday about why he was leaving City Hall after 2 terms. But after dropping that political bombshell, I sat down with the mayor to try to find out if there were any other reasons for his departure, what he plans to do with all that campaign cash, and his hopes for the future.
The Laquan McDonald video was released after your last election, and it harmed you very much in the minority communities, and people think that perhaps that had something to do with it, that you were taking a lot of heat.
If other people want to conjecture, I'm not going to. I know what it is, I know what the truth is, and that's it. The Van Dyke trial was known all the time. It's been known for the last year. So if that was the case, I could have decided this a year ago. That had nothing. That was not the reason.
There's been also some feeling that Mayor Rahm Emanuel would never have left, or is planning to leave, if he knew the city was getting Amazon. Do you know something about Amazon? Are they not coming here?
Amazon is on their own clock, and it's not just dependent on me. But I also think the notion that I would leave because of that is foolish.
That's not true. All right, let's talk about your campaign war chest. It is significant. There are lots of things you can do with it. What do you plan to do with the money?
I'm giving back to organized labor and the business community. It's their money, not my money, and I appreciate their vote of confidence, which the support reflected.
We don't know who your successor is going to be. It's wide open, a lot of candidates, probably more going to be entering the race. What is the biggest piece of advice you would like to give whoever that successor may be?
I will write a note to my successor, but it's not like, watch this. If they ask my advice, I'll give it to them on particular topics. But I think the biggest thing I can do is, these jobs require judgment. It's not black and white. It's a lot of gray.
You got a job offer yet? Or 10?
I got a number of them.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me.
You're going to be okay?
I'll be okay.
What kind of time do you want to take before you make the decision?
Here's the thing. I have my health. I have an unbelievably supportive spouse. I have 3 incredibly great children who have become the young adults I wanted them to become. I'm going to be fine. Don't worry about me.
That emotion caught us by surprise. What didn't? His combative style on full display. We'll have that coming up at 6 with the mayor.